Right. Hi, everyone. Everyone, welcome to Phrase It Live this Thursday night. I'm Alex, the founder and developer of the card game Phrase It, so you can practice your English. Welcome to the YouTube channel. So tonight, if you want to type in the chat and say, I am from, that would be great. Where are you from? And you can maybe type and say, I speak Spanish, or what language you speak as well, so we can understand, and that helps me help you best tonight. So tonight we are going to do 10 phrasal verbs where you will listen and you will write, and then after that I will say the word and you have to listen and type in the chat your phrase. Okay, sound good? But while we're waiting for more people here in a couple minutes before we do the words, I will tell you a funny joke and you have to tell me the answer. And if you're just joining us, again, my name is Alex. I'm the founder and developer of Phrase It and ESL With Purpose. And I believe that if you learn enough English and the right kind of English, it will give you better opportunities for jobs, and just you'll be able to communicate better in English. Hi, Brandon. Welcome tonight. Good to see you again. And welcome everyone who's joining. All right, my joke for you tonight is, it's a phrasal verb joke. What goes up but never comes down? Okay, I'll say it one more time. What goes up but never comes down? Type in the chat if you know the answer. I'll give you just a few seconds to think about it. What goes up but never comes down? Do you know? You can type in the chat and tell me. What goes up but never comes down? Yeah, you got it. Fist bump. I'd high five too, or handshake. I don't have my mask on because of COVID, so it's fun to go here on digital. So give yourself a high five, Brandon, and a fist bump. Yeah, you're right. Your age. So the question I asked, if you're just joining me, the phrasal verb riddle is, what goes up but never comes down? And so we have the phrasal verb go up and come down. And you can use that with your friends when you're telling them a joke. Either translate it in your language or use it in English so you can show them how much English you know. All right. Well, we waited a few minutes to get started. We'll wait about a few more seconds. And again, if you can tell me in the chat what language you speak, that would be great. And also say, where are you from? Where are you from? Say, I'm, what city? Say hi from your country or your city. If you're in the US or in another state or another country, you can go ahead and type. You can type that. Also, I spoke very quickly. I said, you can go ahead. Go ahead actually means like to continue or to proceed. So when I say that in English and I'm talking to you, I'll say, oh, go ahead, go ahead. Americans do this too. English speakers will say, oh, no, you go ahead. No, you go ahead. So that's a free phrasal verb. It's not in my list tonight, but go ahead is a phrase for you. All right, are you ready to listen and type your answers? Get ready. Here we go. We're going to do 10 phrasal verbs. Listen and write this word. Ask about. Ask about. So I'll have you type in the chat the word that I just said in English. Ask about. How do you spell ask about? And I'll show you in just a moment after you have a second to type. What do you ask about? And if you're just joining us again, listen and type the spelling. All right, Brandon. Yes, correct. Ernesto and Brandon, you got it. Ask about. You got that one. Correct. Okay, the next one is listen and type get up. Oh, oops. I just showed it to you. My bad. And that's what we'll say too. I'll say my bad, meaning oops, my mistake. So how do you spell get up? That's your free one tonight. So yeah, get up. You spell it this way. You're right. Way to go. Okay, the next phrasal verb is try on. Try on. So like I might try on my glasses. I'll try on a new shirt. What do you try on? How do you spell try on? Yep, good. Yeah, you got it. Brandon got that one. So right now I'm going to do this. I didn't count up points last time. So if you're just joining me, I'm going to give you more points this time. So let's see. Try on. Let's see. Brandon gets earlier. Brandon, you get 5 points. Ernesto, you get 5 points. And actually, you both have about 10 points. So right now, Ernesto and Brandon, you both have 10 points. So if you're just joining us, watch, listen, and type for the next word. And yes, try on. That is how you spell it. Good job. Okay, so there's still the opportunity to get more points. So listen and type. The first person to listen and type, I'm going to give you 5 more points. Are you ready? Here we go. Check off. Check off. Okay, how do you spell check off? So type that in the chat. Check off. I check off. And check off means to like mark something. It's like make a mark. Yes, Brandon, you get 5 more points. So now you have 15 points, I believe. So when I say you have 5 points, I'm going to expect you to count your own points. Okay, good, Ernesto. Yes, but Brandon beat you this time. So he gets the 5 points. But you're both correct. Check off. Woohoo. Correct spelling. Okay. And if you're watching this too and you haven't typed in the chat, you can type and tell me how to spell this. So ready? Listen and type and spell. Listen and type in the chat and spell leave behind. Leave behind. How do you spell leave behind? Leave behind. Do you know? Leave behind. And in past tense, we'll say left behind. I left behind the but leave behind. I'm going to have you spell present tense. Leave behind. How do you type and spell that? Yeah. All right, Brandon, you got it. All right, leave behind. Yes, you get 5 more points, Brandon. Way to go. So now you're up to, I think, 20 points. Good job. Fist bump. High five. Okay. Oh, and Patrick. Hi. Talk someone into. Yes, thanks for joining, Patrick. I talked someone into playing Phrase It tonight with us. So, all right. So I have 5 words. We have 5 more words for you to listen and type in the chat. Are you ready? Do you know how to spell this word? Look under. Look under. And Patrick, you're a native speaker, so please don't type. I'm having the English learners type these in here, okay? For the spelling of this phrase. But, all right. Look under. Yes, Ernesto, you got it. Ernesto gets 5 points this time. All right, so now you're up to, I think, 15 points, Ernesto. Way to go. Okay. Look under. Yep, Brandon, you were so close, but Ernesto beat you this time, so he gets the 5 points. Okay, we have 4 more words to listen and spell. Are you ready? Here's the word. Spell the word cut up. Cut up. Also, there might be a delay in the chat, so even if I say this and I wait a little bit, I may not see it at the time you type it in. So it might come a few seconds later. But the word is listen and say cut up. Yes, Brandon, you get 5 more points. I think you're now 25 points. I think 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I think you're at about 25 points now, Brandon. If I'm wrong, that's okay, but they're fun. You got points. Yay. Cut up. Yes, that is how you spell it. Cut up. I cut up. So, all right. Okay. The next word is listen and type in the chat. Throw out. Throw out. What is something you throw out? And you can do that at home. You can take your hand and say, I need to throw this out. It's like, woo, this is like my son. He has, oops, I just gave you the word. I'm sorry again. I told you how to spell it. But if you didn't see it, maybe you could still type it in the chat and spell it. So type in the chat the word throw out. And so my son, I'll tell you the story. My son, sometimes he has a bad diaper and it smells, but we'll say a poopy diaper in English. We'll say, ew, he has a poopy diaper, or it's a wet diaper. And if I have to change it, I have to, yes, Brandon, good job. 5 points to you. I have to throw it out. Right. Again, if you're just joining us tonight, we're doing listen and spell. the different words, some phrasal verbs in English. My name's Alex again, and I'm here to help you improve your English so it'll change your life through phrasal verbs. Okay, so that's throw out. Brandon got it correct. That is what we do. We throw out the trash or dirty diapers. Anyway, I'll give you opportunity to type out things later, things you throw out. Okay, next one, listen and type. We have 2 more phrasal verbs to listen and type. Then we'll play the next game where you get to finish the sentence. All right, listen and say, or listen and type. And if you're at home too and you want to practice your English, just listen to me and repeat the word too. It will help you as you type it out. Okay, keep up with. Keep up with. Who or what do you keep up with? So listen and type. Keep up with. How do you type that phrase? Samuel, yes, welcome Samuel. That is correct. You get 5 points. Give yourself 5 points, Samuel. Way to go. Yep, that is keep up with. Yes, Brandon, close. You almost got 5 points, but Samuel jumped in and got those 5 points. All right, keep up with is how you spell that. And if you're hearing me say it, just repeat it at home again. Like I said, keep up with. And again, at the end tonight, I'll repeat all of these so you can say them again for practice in English. All right. Okay. Thanks, Samuel. You're very kind to say that. I appreciate it. Okay. This is your last one to listen and spell, and then we'll play the next game. Okay. So listen and spell this word. Are you ready? Here we go. Clean up. Clean up. Right? You must clean up something. What do you clean up? My wife and I are always asking my kids, please clean up your Legos. Please clean up your dirty clothes. And so, yeah, it's very common. We say this one a lot. Yay! Okay, Samuel, you jumped in and you beat both Brandon and Ernesto. You got 5 points. Looks like, I believe, Samuel, you have 10 points. Brandon, from earlier, you have 25 points. And Ernesto, I think you get 15. All right, so those are your points. Give yourselves a hand. Looks like Brandon won. So woohoo, go Brandon. All right, if you're just joining us again, we just did listen and write and spell the phrasal verbs. So good job, everyone. Next, we are going to do this next game where I will say the phrasal verb, and they're not going to be in the same order as how we did listen and write. And if I'm talking too fast, I'm sorry. I am a native speaker, so English sometimes sounds like this to you. Maybe. And if it does, I'm sorry. I will try to slow down. But I want you to listen now and finish the sentence. If you can finish the sentence with a noun or a place or a thing, I will give you points for that. So for example, I'll give you a practice one that we did. Yeah, we can practice one we did. Last week. I'll practice one here with you. Ready? And then we'll do the 10 that we just learned tonight. But this is a practice one. This one's called find out. So for example, I'll have you practice with me now. Type something that you found out. Now that's the past tense form of this, but what is something you find out or found out? What did you find out last week? Or something new? You were watching the news and you found out about what? What did you find out? Type in the chat. Be like, I found out, Yeah, good job, Samuel. That's how you would use that. So for practice, that's how I want you to play the next 10 phrases. So you would have gotten points for that, but that was a practice time. So Samuel, you found out the truth, okay? So now I want everyone who's watching to win points, to give yourself 5 more points. You have to listen and type the answer. Are you ready? Get up. When do you get up? Or name a time you get up. Or you get up in a place. Where do you get up? So it can be a time, when do you get up, or location, where. Oh, yeah, that's a good example, Brandon, for found out. Yeah, yep, that's a good one. But now we're going to get up. Yes, Brandon, I get up at 6 a.m. Yes, you get 5 points. Way to go, Brandon. Yeah, and if you're just joining us again, we're doing listen and finish the phrase, right? The phrasal verb. Get up at 6 a.m. Yeah. How about let's just talk about it. Type in the chat. When do you get up, Ernesto? Oh, you get up early every day. Okay. How about you, Samuel, and anybody else watching? If you want to type in, when do you get up? And if you're watching this too after this time that's live, just type in the comments your own sentence with the phrasal verbs in this lesson today, because this will go. If you're watching this and it already went live, type in the comments your answers to these, because the chat will not be there anymore. So you could type it in the comments. But for those of you who are with me right now, in the chat, type when you get up. So yeah, get up early, get up at 6 a.m. I get up around 5:30. Then I hit my snooze alarm. It's called a snooze. I push this and I go, and then I maybe sleep for 10 or 15 more minutes. Then I get up about 5:45 and some days 6 a.m. But yeah, that's get up. Okay, so good job. I think the first person to type in there is Brandon. So Brandon, you get 5 points for saying I get up at 6 a.m. We're playing the game now. We have 9 more phrasal verbs. Are you ready? Next one. Can you do it? I know you can. I know you can improve your English, and this will help you. Name something that you try on. What do you try on? I try on my, or I try on, What is that thing or person, place, or thing that you try on? And type, I try on this new t-shirt. Yes, Samuel, yes. Ernesto, yes, clothing. Good examples. I try on. Samuel, you get 5 points because your chat showed up first. So yes, good job. Try on. I usually try on. I got new glasses about 2 months ago, and I tried on many different pairs to do that. And also in English, I don't say a glass or a glass. I say glasses. But you're like, why? Why would I make it plural? It's only one thing. Well, it's like some other words in English, like pants. Yeah, Yuri, shoes. I tried on a pair of shoes. Pants, glasses. We try on many different types of clothing in English. So good. So far we did get up and try on. And Brandon has 5 points. And Samuel, you have 5 points. Way to go. And if I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry. I can't hear it. I can only see it here in the chat. Okay. The next word. What do you clean up? What is something you clean up? Type in the chat. I clean up. Name something you clean up. What do you clean up? I clean up. Yeah. That's a good one. I clean up my room every day. Good one, Sam. You get 5 points. Way to go. Give yourself a fist bump. High five. Elbow. Way to go. Ernesto, way to go. Give you a fist bump. High five. Elbow as well. But Samuel beat us to the chat, so he gets the 5 points. But great examples. Clean up my room every day. Yeah. Brandon, yeah. I clean up the toilet. Yes. I have to do that sometimes too, especially if my son or my daughter make a mess. We have to clean up the toilet. Or if it's your job too, like some people clean different things. And so that's like our job in my home all the time with four children. By the way, if you don't know me, I have 4 children, 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So our lives are very busy, and it's just a lot. So I get it. Cleaning that toilet. Anyway, good job. Again, Samuel, you get the 5 points. So right now, looks like Samuel has 10 points. Brandon, you have 5. And if you're just joining us again, you can type your answer in the chat. Okay, next one is throw out. What is something you throw out? What do you throw out? Throw out means to like remove something, to get rid of, to not have it anymore, to remove it like out of your home. What is something you throw out? Yes, Ernesto, you get 5 points. I throw out the trash. Good job. All right. Throw out the trash. Yep, Brandon. Yeah, throw out some food. Yep. Yeah, I'll still give it to you, Ernesto, because I know what you said. So you get the 5 points still because you typed first. So good job. All right, throw out. Yeah, we usually throw out the food that's old. We throw out the trash. I throw out my annoying family. No, I'm just kidding. I love my kids. I throw out maybe sometimes I'm trying to think what else we throw out. But yeah, usually garbage, trash, things like that we throw out. And that's what we do. So that's throw out. It's commonly used in that way. Oh, another way we might use this besides removing something from my home, throw out can also mean like to like verbally, I might say something and it's what I'm thinking. Like I might throw out an idea. If I'm in a meeting with my coworkers, I'll be like, oh, throw out an idea. What? Throw out? You mean like we're gonna throw it out? No, throw it out as in like get it available, make it out there now so all can hear and see the idea. So say, oh, let's throw out the idea, and that can mean to remove too. But most of the time in English, throw out means remove. Okay, so throw out the trash. Let's throw that out and not do that again. That's kind of how we use it. Anyway, you want to play the game? I'm going to give you more points. Next word, check off. Check off. What is something you check off? I check off what? What do you check off? Also, to get that pronunciation sound, I have another video here on YouTube. I'll put it in the comments, and it's how to say ch, ch sound. The ch sounds in English, the ch, k, and sh sounds for this sound. I have another video here on YouTube for you to watch so you can practice that sound with check and the different ch sounds. So check off. What do you check off? Checked off some items. Brandon, you get 5 points. Good job. Check off. Ernesto, you're close, but we actually would say check out. I know off and out sound very similar, but they're different definitions. But good guess. So we'd say I check off the item on my list. Check off. But the one you're thinking of, I think, is check out, meaning to leave the hotel, to not be there anymore. And it would be this. We'd say check out in that way. I check out of the hotel. But check off is to mark something off a list. So good job, Brandon. So you say I checked off the grocery list, or I checked off the barcodes. Like if you work doing packing and shipping and you have to read any labels, you might have to check off inventory. Or if you're a business owner and you have a restaurant or you're a business owner and you have many things that you're trying to sell, you need to check off your inventory or those kinds of items. Or if you plan to travel, you'll check off your travel packing list. I also have a video on travel English. I'll put that in the description too, so you can watch those videos to help you improve your English. But that's check off, and good job. I'll give that to Ernesto. Or no, Brandon. Sorry. Brandon, you get the points on that one. It's 5 points for you. Okay, the next one is ask about. Ask about. What do you ask about? And the past tense is asked, not asked. No, with the ed, it actually is a T sound because the verb ends in a K. So it's going to have a t sound. So I'll say asked about. I asked about something, or what do you ask about? Yes, Samuel, good job. You get 5 points. I asked about the movie we saw yesterday. And to make it past tense, you can add ed, and you can say, I asked about the movie we saw yesterday. Hey, if you're watching, listen and say that with me. Ask about, asked about. Good. We'll practice that again at the end. All right. Yeah, good one, Brandon. I asked about my ancestors. Great. Again, if you're joining us, I will say the word, and you have to type in the chat what I'm saying to finish the phrase with the thing, person, or make your own sentence, as you can see in the chat already. All right, so we have 4 more phrasal verbs for you to listen and make a sentence. And I will give you 5 points if you do. If you're the first one in the chat to do it. Are you ready? Cut up. Cut up. What is something you cut up? And the definition of cut up is like to chop many things. So we might cut up when I'm cooking. I'll use this word. But what is something you cut up? Like a person, place, or thing. Hopefully not a person. That would not be good. But like, what's something you would use this for? Maybe arts and crafts too. Ernesto, yes, you get 5 points. Cut up the vegetables. Way to go. Yes, that is very common. It's a cooking word in English. Yep, good job, Brandon. Cut up 3 onions. Exactly. That's what we do. We cut up the onions. I cut up vegetables. That's exactly what we do. Another thing I noticed, my daughter, she is in preschool, so she will cut up shape, maybe a piece of paper. So for example, we'll take like a piece of paper here. I should have grabbed a cartoon, but you can take a piece of paper and you can cut it up with scissors. So we might say cut up a piece of paper, or I cut up that. Or if you have a problem spending a lot of money with a credit card, a lot of people use a credit card in the United States, and you're spending all the time, you could go into this word, which is called debt, D-E-B-T. I'll spell that here for you. And some people will say, as a joke, you'll hear this, be like, oh, I need to cut up my credit card because I'm spending too much money and not saving enough money. But right now, many people are spending a lot of money in December in my country, the United States here. And when they do that, maybe later they have more debt because they used a credit card to buy things for their family. But I recommend saving before you buy something. That's my opinion, though. Okay, you do what you want. How you spend your money is how you want. But there's a saying in English. We'll say, hey, I should cut up my credit card so I don't spend so much money. Okay, so that might be something. So with vegetables, paper, objects, we can cut it up. There's also one more meaning for cut up. This has a third meaning. I bet you're excited to hear this. The other meaning for cut up means like when I'm dancing and you're like at a party or something, another person might see that person dancing. And if they're a good dancer, you say, oh man, they are really cutting it up. And we'll add the progressive tense, the ing, and we'll say they're cutting it up. So we might say they are really cutting it up. And that refers to like dancing. We don't use it too often, but that would be a situation where you see it. Most of the time, cooking and stuff. Okay, we got to get through 3 more phrasal verbs that you get to learn tonight. Are you ready to type to get more points? So if you're just watching again, listen and type. Leave behind. What is something you leave behind or left behind? You can use past tense of leave would be left, and we'll say left behind. Type that here for you. We'll say leave behind or left behind. So what is something you leave behind? Sometimes I use this when I forget. Oh, okay, yeah. Very poetic way to say that, Samuel. Yes, I left behind my love for her. Yes, you can say that in an idea way. Yep, I left behind my sister yesterday. Oh no, you forgot her. Oh my goodness. Well, maybe she's older and knows how to take care of herself, Brandon. But good, yeah, okay. And so I leave behind my old girlfriend. So you guys are using leave behind as like relationships. Like I leave behind this person. And that's true. We use this a lot with relationships or people or the idea of love, Samuel. By the way, Samuel, give yourself 5 points. Good job. And you guys, way to go. Good job. But Samuel beat you to it. But yeah, another way to say leave behind, we would use this. Another way is like an actual thing. Like I left my cell phone behind at the house, or I left my car keys at the house. And so we'd use leave behind as in to forget something as well. But I like how you guys use it. That is also very correct. I use very, but that is also correct. I left behind my sister, I leave behind. So good job. All right, 2 more. Here we go. Ready? Look under. What do you look under? Name something you look under. What do you look under? I'm looking under, right? Like trying to find something. Usually we use this to look under. So type in the chat, what is something you look under? You can also add the ing if you know the verbs. You can add the ing form, but just do your best. Whatever you want to say, type it in there in the chat or in the comments. Again, if you're watching this late, type in the comments below an answer to these words I'm saying. I look under for practice. Yes, Brendan, 5 points for you because you looked under the table. Yes, we look under the table. When we lose the remote for our TV, we'll look under the sofa. We'll look everywhere, or we'll look under, especially if my kids want to watch a movie or a cartoon, nobody can find the remote control. We're like, I can't find it. So we look under everything. So yeah, anything else you guys want to say? Type in the chat. What's something you look under? Yeah? Anything else? Something you look under? How about when you change the oil in your car or something is wrong with your car? You might look under that, right? I might look under the car. Yeah, look under the mist tubes. Yeah, Maululin, welcome. Good to have you join us. Thank you. Maululin, or Mao, I am so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. I don't know. Maolu Yin. That should be correct. And it looks like Nishuo Zhongwen. You speak Chinese, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I lived in Taiwan and I learned a little Chinese, but it's pretty bad. But good example. I look under. Yep. You look under the mist tubes. We could also say like cables, different things for parts if you're building something. But yeah, or anything. Good job. Okay, last phrasal verb, and then we're going to review them again at the end here. But listen and type in the chat, who do you keep up with? Oh, good. 谢谢 Maolu. Okay, who do you keep up with? Who do you keep up with? Or what? What do you keep up with? If you know the answer, keep up with. I keep up with... And I'll tell you an English idiom after we practice this one. I keep up with what? Yes, Brandon, you keep up with CNN, the news. Okay, good example. I think a lot of people are keeping up with the news. Sometimes too much gives me a headache. But I do watch the news too, so I have to keep up with world events, we say. Keep up with. Yeah, great example. Anybody else want to type an example? But you get the 5 points, Brandon. Good job. Keep up with. What do you, or who do you keep up with? I keep up with so-and-so, so-and-so. All right. As you might have an example in the chat, and as I'm waiting, I will tell you, keep up with is an idiom in American English, and we actually use it with a full phrase, and it's this one. And I'll type it here in the chat. We'll say this expression, keeping up with the Joneses. That's an idiom in American English. Yeah. If you're a researcher, especially Malu, you have to keep up with your biological experiments. Otherwise, you gotta track them and follow them. I completely understand. Yeah. But the idiom keeping up with the Joneses, you may have this situation in your culture or what city you're living in. The idea in America is I look at my neighbor and I say, ooh, they have a Mercedes, or ooh, they have a BMW. I don't. I want to buy one. So I'll use my credit card to buy one, even though I don't have the money to buy something. I'll buy it to look good. And that is keeping up with the Joneses. And so I'm saying I don't need to do that, but that's the idea. That's where the idea comes from. And the Joneses is like a popular family name. So it'd be like your neighbor. Basically, the Joneses means your neighbor in that idiom. And so you'd say, keep up. Oh, thanks, Brandon. That's a good one. Keep up the good work. But the idiom keep up with the Joneses means to be and appear as successful as my neighbor or the people around me. I want to keep up with them. So this is very common in many cultures and countries and the US. oh, they have a nice house, I want a nice house. They have a really nice car, I want a really nice car. So, but the problem is keeping up with the Joneses is you're always struggling for that appearance. And sometimes it's not always healthy. So, because you can waste a lot of energy and effort and money on something that maybe didn't really matter to your family, but you end up trying to keep up with the Joneses. So that's an expression, to keep up with. The other thing too is if you're a parent, if you have children, you have to keep up with your children because they're running everywhere or they're doing many things. And so, oh yeah, Maldu, it's like a family name. It's a very popular family name in American culture. So like it'd be like in your culture, it'd be like Wong or different family names that are popular. Joneses is this family name. It's not a real family. I mean, it could be, but it's the idea of a family member. Does that make sense? Do you understand? Joneses is like the equivalent of a family name. So like your family name is Ying, it would be the equivalent of a popular family name, like Johnson or something else like that. Yeah. Okay. Good. I'm glad you understand. So that's the 10 phrases. We just said them, listened, and wrote. I believe, Brandon, you are the winner. I'm going to say woohoo, fist bump, high five, handshake, elbow. Although I have a hole in my shirt. I need to try on a new shirt and get a new one. But let's listen and say one more time the words. I'll have you listen and say in present tense and past tense, and then we will wrap it up, which is another phrasal verb meaning to end soon, but not yet. So stay with me. Let's practice pronunciation in English. You want to do that? Listen and say. Here we go. Ask about. Ask about. Past tense. Asked about. Asked about. Okay, good practice. Next word, keep up with. Keep up with. Past tense, kept up with. Kept up with. Good. Next one, get up. You get up early, right? Get up. Past tense, got up. Got up. Okay. Cut up. Cut up. And the same in past tense. We will say cut up. Cut up. It's an irregular verb in the past tense. Same present past tense. Cut up. Cut up. Good. Okay. Keep going. You're doing great listening and speaking at home. I know you are. Even though I can't hear you, I know you're doing good. Look under. Right? Look under. Past tense. Looked under. Looked under. And make sure we say that t pronunciation with the ed, not looked, looked. Got it? Okay, next one, leave behind. Leave behind. Left behind. Left behind. Okay, and this one is check off. Check off. And then past tense is checked off. Checked off. Good. Okay. Try on. Try on. Past tense. Tried on. Tried on. Good. Okay. And clean up. Clean up. Past tense. Cleaned up. Cleaned up. Good practice. And the last one here is throw out. Throw out. Past tense, we say threw out. Threw out. Sounds like the word through, like to go through something, but it's actually T-H-R-E-W this way. Threw out, like this one. We do have another phrasal verb called through. We actually have another preposition like throughout or an adverb phrase, we'll say it went throughout. Yeah, it'd be a preposition, throughout, which is spelled this way. And that's that one. They sound the same, but they're completely different words. This one is the action, throughout. I threw out the trash. All right. Great job practicing phrase it and phrasal verbs with me. You just learned 10 phrasal verbs tonight. Way to go. Give yourselves a hand. Woohoo! And again, Brandon, I think you won. You had the most points, but Sam and Maulu and Ernesto, and if you're watching this and I didn't say your name, I'm sorry. You probably didn't type your name in the chat. That's okay, but welcome you as well for those of you who aren't here. The word order. Good question, Brandon. So the word order is that way. Order. Order. Are you talking food? Because that's a French word, which would be hors d'oeuvres. I think I can spell it. But order means like, can I take your order, please? May I take your order? Like if you're on the phone too and you're ordering pizza, you will say, yeah, I'd like to order a pizza. No, I don't want to pay $500 for a pizza. I only want to pay $10 for a pizza. Okay, then I'm not going to order from you. Bye. Just kidding. That was a silly conversation. But order, right? Order is how you say that. Did you hear it, Brandon? Is everything okay? You got it? Type yes or no, and I can help you. Order. That's how you pronounce it. Okay. If you want to learn more English, fast. So I'll go slow and then fast. So slow English, order. I do the duh, but order. It's a light T sound, kind of like this. So we'd say order. It's like a light D. My tongue actually goes a little bit behind my teeth when I pronounce that. So my tongue goes a little bit behind my teeth. Order. So I hope that helps you. For more pronunciation, I do have like my lesson on how to say that better. Some other videos you can watch here on YouTube. Follow my channel. Please hit the like button for this video. Subscribe and share with your friends. If you have friends who want to improve their English, they can continue to check off their assignments, and you can, let's see what we learned, keep up with English speakers. So you are keeping up with English speakers. And I thank you all for joining me. And again, if you're watching this after we went live, type in the comments your own answer to these phrasal verbs. I will try to respond to you later if you comment on this video. Again, thank you. You can get this Phrase It game on Amazon. I'll have a link below as well. You can get all these cards on Amazon. I'll have a link so you can do that. Yes, Brandon, I plan to go live next week, but I'm not going to go live Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve because I'll be with my family spending time with them. But yes, I'll be going live and I will try to go sometimes 8 p.m. But plan next Thursday night to go live with me here. I appreciate it. Hey, thanks, Maulu and Samuel. Welcome. Glad to have you. Maybe I will see you when we do our next Phrase It live, and we'll do some more phrasal verbs. So again, if you want to practice these at home, you can click the link below this video. You can also subscribe to my emails where I send them out. I send out the lesson reminders each week as well. And you can check out my website, eslwithpurpose.com. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks again for everybody joining. And next Thursday, there we go. Subscribe, share, tell your friends. Bye.